Hi, this is Scott with Libib, and I'm doing a quick walkthrough of the Libib Ultimate Dashboard. First thing you'll do is head over to libib.com/ultimate to log in. If this is your first time logging in, you'll want to click on the Forgot link next to the password field. Here's the password reset page. You'll enter your email address, click Request Reset. It'll send you an email with a link. Follow that link to set your password, and then head back to libib.com/ultimate. Now we're ready to log in. This is a test account that I've created. Here it's logged us into the Ultimate Dashboard, and the first thing you'll notice is it shows how many Libib accounts we have available to us. We have 5 total. We've used 3. Every single account shows that there's going to be 50 managers available, and then the third box to the right shows that we have extra managers that we can assign. So we have purchased an extra block in this example of 50 managers, and we've used 5 of those already. You can tell if you go down here, every single account here shows that there's 50, except the top one shows that there's 55 managers available. So this one's had 5 extra managers assigned. I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and create another account. We have East Test School, South Test School, and West Test School. So this is kind of an example of maybe a school district that might be using Libib Ultimate. And we're going to add the North School. So I'm going to click Add Account. I'm going to give it an account name. I'm going to do North Test School. The owner email is going to be the primary account owner of this school. This is important as this person will be able to add managers. They'll be able to add collections. They'll have full oversight over the specific account. I'm going to assign this to Kyle@libib.com. Name is Kyle. Do last name Libib. We're going to give him a password. And then the publish URL, this is going to be a link where patrons or staff can view all items across all collections within this particular account. And we're going to name it North Test School. And you'll see below, it shows you this link. It says it's libib.com/u/north-test-school. This would be the URL that you could send to patrons if they wanted to see all collections that had been published under this account. The last field is the number of extra managers. So 50 managers isn't enough for this school. They actually need to have 60 managers. So I'm going to give them 10 extra managers. These can be revoked at any time by editing this school, and I'll show you how to do that as well. We're going to go ahead and add this account. It's going to get that created, and it's going to reset so we can add another account. But we're done adding accounts right now, so we're going to head back to the dashboard. You can see right here in the middle, it's added North Test School. It's given us this API ID. This would be what you would use to access the API for this school. There's an edit option. If we click edit, it brings us back to that page we just completed, and we could come in here and change this to anything we wanted. I'm going to go ahead and let's make this 20 managers. Edit account. And that saves. I'm going to go back to the dashboard. And now back here under North Test School, you can see we have an owner email of Kyle. Kyle Libib is the name. We have 70 managers available now because we just changed that to 20 extra managers. So it's 50 managers plus the 20 we added, and there are 140 collections. Clicking on either of these links will actually bring up a list of all collections. There aren't any for this school yet. We'll add one in 1 second. Let's look at some that do. So this test school has 3 different collections that are available. It shows that this one has items in it. 44 unique items, 50 total copies, and it is published. All 3 of these collections are published. These other ones are empty, but you can tell that they still exist. Deleting a collection is easy. Simply click delete and it will remove it. You can add new collections by clicking on add collection. Simply type the title of the collection, choose the primary language of that collection, and you can choose whether or not you want it published right away or not. Click add collection when you're done. Click escape or the close button to close that out. Same for managers. You can see that we have 2 managers here, Kaylin and Scott. We can easily add another manager. It shows that we've got 2 managers right now. We can have a total of 55. So we can add 53 more managers. They're their first name, last name, email address, and then the role that you would like them to have. You can also change the role. You can see there's admin, manager, and lender. You can change the role at any time as well by selecting one of these. We're going to make them a lender. We can make them a manager. The difference is that admins have access to all collections. Managers have access to assigned collections. So here we can assign them an additional collection. It's that simple. You simply click on it and you can choose the collections you want them to have assigned. And then a lender, while they can view and lend from collections, they cannot make changes to collections. So if they were a lender, they can lend items out, they can add patrons, they cannot make changes to the collections they have access to. So we're going to close that out and we'll do a quick test. I like to create the collection first and then add a manager. So we're going to pretend that we have a teacher at North Test School, excuse me. And it's going to be, we'll just do Kyle since he's the manager. Going to be Kyle, class, library. And it's going to be in English, and it's going to be published. I'm going to add that collection. Now we can see that it exists. We're going to close this. And now we're going to add a manager. And we're going to do Kyle at Libib, but we're going to use a different email form. We're going to say Kyle2@libib.com, and their role is going to be manager because they're only going to access that one collection. Click add manager, they get added to the list. We're going to select that library, and that's all there is to it. So now you can see we have one manager. He's been assigned the one collection that we've had available. That's pretty much all there is to adding new accounts to your Ultimate dashboard and managing the managers and managing collections within those accounts. Across the top, you'll see we also have the Ultimate API. We can generate our key. And now we've got an API ID and an API key. We've got some basic instructions on how to get started. If you want to use the API to manage specifically managers and patrons within your accounts. We also have an exports tab. In here you can export a high-level overview of all of the accounts that you have. You can export collections. So you can select on your specific school, click export, and it's going to give you a CSV file of all the collections, who's in charge of those collections, how many items are in those collections, things like that. Or you can get an export of actual account items. So you would select maybe North Test High School, you would click export, and you could get a full list of all the items across all collections at that specific school. Finally, there's an SSO tab. If you have SSO for ClassLink or Google, simply select the SSO provider you'd like to use, and then that will become a login option for all managers. When they log in with their email address, they will automatically get the option to use their Libib password to log in or your SSO provider. If there's an SSO provider that you'd like us to add, please let us know and we'll get it on our list as something to consider for future updates. Currently, we only support ClassLink and Google. Clever is going to be added shortly, and we'll hopefully continue to add more in the future. And that is the full overview. If you'd like to learn more about cataloging, we have a different video for that. Make sure you check out the welcome email. And it'll show you how to log into your Libib account, which is at libib.com/login. This is going to be for account owners and managers. They'll log in here and they'll be able to access their libraries, add items, customize their own published sites if they want to have their own published site, and much, much more. So make sure that all managers have that. We also have a guide getting started for managers that's going to show them how to get up and running with a website and our mobile app for cataloging. If you have any questions, make sure you check us out at support.libib.com or contact us through our contact form, and we'll make sure we get back with you right away. Thanks.